Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Out of my way! Bring him down! It's over!
Take this!
That makes me the thorn in our side.
Engaging! I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact block! Now! Take this! Resonate with the earth! Stand up! Too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up. You're finished!
Do it! Burning strike! Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Gotta break through! Here I go! Swallow blade! I'm going in! I see one, eh? Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Here I go!
Resonate with the earth! It's almost too strong! Split it open! Be my guest! Field! Swallow blade!
Do it!
More! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
This should come in handy.
Huh?
Got it! That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
I won't forgive you!
I'm not done!
On guard! Flaming meteor!
Strike!
Your reflexes will not serve you well.
Dragon Swarm!
Going in!
Try this!
On guard!
Explosive Ray!
Tiger blade!
You're finished!
By the power of water!
this!
Denied!
Take this!
This
It's
one's
over.
mine!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And bubbling to me!
You're pissed off!
This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Going in! Make it rain!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Now! No escape! Slash!
Take this!
I owe you one.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
What is this?
Carve through walls on the way, field! Dragon Swarm!
Resonate with the read your moves like a book!
We're not finished!
Tiger blade!
Sword Ray Alpha! I'm not done!
Take this!
Dragon Blade!
Make it rain!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Could have been worse.
An opponent like this should be easy. You got spirit.
This one's mine! Talking it out!
Now you'll learn. Totally. In an instant. Impact block. Now you're mine.
Ready to get started!
Dragon form. Try this. Explosive rings. Strike. Dragon form. Kisara. Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone! Seems about right to me.
I won't forgive you!
Armor won't save you!
My shield.
Annihilation!
Dragon form.
They really don't give up, do they?
Trigger blade!
We're not
Here goes!
Swallow blade.
By the power of blade!
One more!
In an instant. Impact block.
I'm ready for the next battle. Get lost!
Here I come. Can't get out of this. Slash.
Gravitas field!
I'm not done.
You think that shield will save you?
Support. You're mine.
Denied!
Strike.
Annihilation!
Swallow blade. Sword Rain Alpha. Sword Rain Alpha.
Now you see what I can do!
My shield.
Resonate with the earth!
Here's the roar!
Swallow blade.
All in
Ignite.
Lunar corruption! By the power of
Make it rain!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
healing circle!
Swallow blade.
Getting started! I'm a true gunslinger around here! Do it!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade. My turn.
Look sharp!
Turn wind. Soda Catapult. Mirage.
Annihilation!
Swallow blade.
Going in!
Swallow blade.
Tiger blade!
You're mine.
Mine!
Armor won't save you!
I'll face
Here
you!
goes!
Tiger blade! Leave the forces to me!
You're finished.
Evil!
I'll face you!
That's it! Tiger blade!
Glacial spear!
Far enough!
Breeze lancer!
On your I'm not done. Catapult. Take this.
Look sharp!
Annihilation!
One more!
Here I come.
Tiger blade!
You're finished.
By the power
Swallow
of
blade.
Look sharp! One
Can't
more!
get out of this!
Tiger Blade!
Swallow Blade!
Mega Ray!
You picked the wrong fight! Infernal Torrent! Here I come! Slack!
This one I never miss!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
It's over!
Mega Ray! Not on my watch! This one's mine! Tiger Blade! It's a duel of the arts! Searing Flame! Reload!
Now you see what I can do! Can you take it?
Got fire!
I got it! Let a marksman handle it! Going in!
All yours!
Tiger Blade! Do it! Look out! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! My hit's on! Lunar Rondo!
Going in!
I'm ready!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
This one is mine! Tiger Blade!
Is it too late to talk over our differences?
Now you'll learn!
Here goes! Reload! Look sharp!
Begin!
You should sit this one out then.
And miss all the fun.
You'll soon see about that! Here, let me help you!
An
outstanding sword! Look sharp!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll heal you all!
No escape!
Can't get out of this!
Healing going in! Prime to go!
Take this!
Tiger Blade!
Swallow Blade!
Glacial Spear.
Take
Pierce
this!
evil! Piercing roar!
Ignite!
Freeze laser!
Catapult!
Here's a healing arc!
Swallow Blade! Sword Blade Alpha! Severing Wind!
Time to stop! Look sharp!
Here I come!
One more! Tiger Blade!
Dragon Swarm!
Dance on the wind!
Here, let me help.
Take this!
Resonate with the earth!
Aid!
Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade! You're finished!
Going over! Here!
Take this!
Here goes!
Glacial Spear.
Infernal Torrent! Try harder! My turn! I'm not done!
Where are you
I'll
going?
stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Resonate with the earth! Try harder!
Look sharp! Piercing
You won't get away with that. Lunar corruption.
I'll smash you!
Radiant light.
Dragon Swarm! You picked the wrong fight!
Radiant light.
Take this!
Look sharp!
Hear me, flame.
I don't have much left!
Dragon Swarm!
Here's evil. Freeze laser. Searing flame. Fire meteor. I'm out of ammo.
Elusive being!
Time to shine.
Dating pile driver! Thanks! No further!
On guard.
I owe you one!
One more.
Resonate with the earth! Here I come!
Annihilate. Mega ray.
Severing wing!
Annihilate.
You're mine! Mirage!
Let me have it. First aid.
Varna!
Hear me, flame of fury. Burning strike. Glacial spear. Pierce the earth. In the sky. It's
My
mine.
turn!
Freeze laser. Where are you going?
Look sharp! Win!
That's it.
Take this!
Tiger
You're
blade.
finished!
Radiant light. Searing flame.
Hold nothing
Flame
back.
of fury.
I'm not done! Elusive
Tiger
being!
blade.
Dating Dragon Swarm!
Make it rain.
More! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Do you think we'll be okay to keep going?
I make no guarantees.
This'll make us even more formidable.
Out of our way.
Here I come!
Searing flame. Reload.
It's over!
Lunar
Dragon-
corruption. These ones can run rings around us.
You're mine!
Tiger blade. Do it.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
My
Radiant
turn!
light.
I'm not done!
Leave the engineering to me.
Yeah!
Laser spear. Pierce evil.
Mirage! Here I come!
Freeze
I'm
laser.
ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zeugles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here. This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estival before.
Gotta break through! For my lord! Try harder! Not here!
Radiant light.
I'll smash you! My shield?
Watch for the ranged attack!
The rebel! Well done!
Annihilation.
Here I come! We're not finished! Resonate with the earth!
Lunar corruption. Who wants to die next?
Here I come!
Tiger
It's
blade.
over! On your
Mega ray.
This one's all mine! I'll face it! Resonate with the earth! Still mine! It's over! Come back, will you?
By the fire. Water. Tiger blade.
Dragon Swarm! Begin!
This one's mine.
Take this!
That's it. Tiger blade. Here.
On your knees! You're mine! You're ready and ready! Dragon
This one!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! This time!
On guard! One more!
Piercing roar! Dragon Force! You're finished!
Gemini going in! By the
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Let's refrain from losing.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? Ugh, my head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria.
You're finished! Dragon Form! Down! Thrust! I won't show you any mercy! Win! You're finished! Make it right! In an instant! Impact Block!
Together, there is nothing that can stop us.
through! Now you'll learn!
Over won't save you!
And more of this and I'll burn out.
Not on my watch! Here I go!
Take down their defenses! I see one here! Dragon Swarm! Go!
Flying free!
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Ball Blade! Take this! Here I come! Wind! Here I come!
Tiger Blade!
Severing Wind! Take this! You're finished!
Glacial Spear!
Resonate with the earth!
Freeze Lancer!
Take this! One more! Thrust!
Tiger Blade! We'll soon see about that!
Soaring Blade!
Piercing Roar!
Elusive Deity!
I need to be stronger.
Gotta break through! Take this! Stop them!
See what I can
do! My shield!
This one's mine! Freeze Lancer! Tiger Blade!
Tell me,
Where did I
Reload! Tiger Blade! Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Take this!
Explosive Ray! We did it! Not a chance! Burn in hell! I owe you one!
Look sharp!
leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the
Tiger Blade!
Take this!
Here go! Reload! Lightning!
Dragon Swarm! Wind!
Lightning Meteor!
Truck!
Mega Ray! Lightning!
You're shattering them!
Pieces!
Attack time! It's over! All in
By
order!
the power of water! Going in!
Take this!
Mega Ray!
Lightning
Lightning Meteor!
Take this! You're mine! Power Blade!
Radiant Disappear!
Resonate with the earth!
Going in!
Dragon Swarm! It's over!
Piercing Roar!
Take
Radiant
this!
Pierce!
Resonate with the earth!
Mega Ray! Blood! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Do you still have enough energy for healing?
Honestly, I'm a little worse for wear.
Thus our strength yet grows.
Right, here goes! For my lord! Can't get out of this! You're finished! This one's all mine! Thank you! Dragon Swarm!
By the power of water!
Benediction.
Here I come!
Reload!
Swallow Blade! Wind! Stardust!
Lightning! I'm ready!
Take the
Boston!
shot!
Annihilate! Tiger Blade!
Astral Arts?
That's my cue! Make it rain!
Shut him down!
Going in! Not on my watch!
What is this? You're
Unleash
mine!
corruption!
It's over!
One more!
We're not finished!
Deliver! Astral energy!
Say no more!
How much longer will our healing arts last?
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Phoenix Cyclone!
There!
My turn!
One more! One!
Elusive Stuka!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Anything in armor is all mine! Time to shine! Here I go!
I'm not done!
Here goes! Going in!
Elusive
Major Ray!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Hey! Little's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
An opponent like this should be easy. Bring him down! Carve through armor! Like steel! Kick it!
On guard!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll grind you with a
Win!
That's it!
We're not winning! You're mine! Fall back! Take this!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Get lost!
Here I come! It's over! Take this!
Swallow
Blade!
I'll grind you into dust!
You picked the wrong fight!
Tiger Blade!
Swallow Blade!
There's
Go
no
in!
interruption! If it's in the sky, it's
Take
mine!
this!
Going in! Magna
Severing
Ray!
Wind!
Going in!
You're mine!
This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm! Elusive Sword Alpha!
On guard!
Resonate with the earth!
This one's mine!
Severing Wind! You're mine! Mirage! Dragon Swarm! Elusive Deity! Rotating Fire!
Going in!
Slash!
Lightning!
This
This
one's
one's
mine!
mine!
You!
Make it break!
Could have been worse.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Got you now! I can carve through walls! Escape! Trouble!
On guard!
Careful! He has some kind of camouflage!
Resonate with the earth!
Tiger Blade!
You're finished!
Down! They're on! Look sharp!
This one's all mine!
Here's the evil!
Dragon Swarm!
Tiger Blade! Freeze!
Their arts were interrupted! You escape! Got you! A new melody!
Tiger Blade!
Take this! Dragon Swarm!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Piercing roll!
You're mine! Swallowblade!
Here's a healing arm!
You're finished! Swallowblade! Can't get out of this!
Look sharp!
Lunar corruption!
On guard!
Right there!
Gemini Aqua!
Severing Wind!
Annihilation!
Resonate with the earth!
Here's a healing arm!
Look sharp!
Swallowblade! You're mine! Slash!
One more!
You're finished!
Reload!
You're mine! Swallowblade!
Lightning!
Severing Wind! Here I come! Resonate with the earth!
Here's the evil!
Instinct sharpened!
Look sharp!
Freeze!
I'm not
One
done!
more!
Dance
Tiger Blade!
You're Solar Blade! Here I come! Slash!
Laser spear.
Sword Rain Alpha!
On guard.
Take it! Win! Come quiet for you!
You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
Carve through armor! Here I go!
Tiger blade.
Severing wind! I'll take you!
Your mom.
Dragon's War!
This one's mine.
Prepare to be seized!
Tiger blade. I'm all stopped up.
Take this!
This one's
Here
here.
I come! No further! Try hard, my turn! Slash! Sword
I
Rain
never
Alpha!
miss. On guard.
Take it! Through escape! Solar Blade! Burn!
Tiger blade.
My natural defenses are fading. I'm a sitting duck.
Retreat from the south.
Retreat? I would never.
It's over! Over?
I'm all stopped up. You have to hold on.
There!
Lightning.
You're mine!
Tiger blade.
Ready and rare!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I'll stop you.
Thanks, Kitara!
One more. Tiger blade. Ready to go.
Deity!
Take it up. I'm only getting started.
Carve through armor! Soaring blast!
Back into the fray.
Behold! The Earth's hope! Tectonic vision! I'll take you! Slash! Severing wind!
Lunar corruption.
It's over! I couldn't make it in time.
Not like this.
Resonate with the Earth! Stilat!
I'll bring you back.
It's in
from
your
death
hands
abyss.
now.
Primed and ready. Here's a healing art. First aid.
Take this!
You won't get away with that. Lunar corruption. By the power
You're
of
mine.
magic is in.
Win!
Gemini Aqua. Confiscated. Annihilation.
You're
Now.
mine! Chill!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Does anyone else think this may be just a bit too tough for us?
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
You've got spirit! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Demon Fang! Dragon Fire Support! Not today! Dragon Swarm!
Now you see what I can do!
Fight deal!
Support!
Mission! Take this! Take this!
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
We did it! Now, here I come! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm! It's over! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
My concentration is dwindling. Perhaps I'm tired.
No choice! Your lord!
This one's mine!
Try harder! Not a chance! What?
Those flying creatures are a real pain in the butt!
Aim for the
Can't get out of bed!
It's almost too strong!
It'll split it open!
Be my guest!
Far enough!
Soda!
Rotating pile
We're not finished!
This one's armor won't save you!
My shield burn!
Do it, Tiger Blade!
Soda! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
My turn!
Resonate with the earth!
Good
Shot! Here, let me
Rondo!
have one!
Used too much! Slash! Terrain Alpha!
Look shot!
I'm moving back!
Dance in the wind!
You're mine! It's over!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Take this! Down! You're on! Sword Rain Alpha!
Tiger
Elusive deity! I'll face you! You're mine!
This one is mine!
Dragon form!
Tiger Blade!
Anything in armor is all mine! Rotating pile drive!
That's it!
Here I
Tiger
come!
Blade!
It's over!
Here's the evil! Tiger Blade! I never miss!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Dragon form!
Lunar Corruption!
Sword Rain Alpha!
By the power of
You're
war!
mine! It's over!
Look sharp!
Swallow Blade!
On
Try
guard!
harder! My turn!
Lunar Corruption!
Catapult! Take this!
On guard! Gemini Aqua! Take this! Tiger Blade! Power of war! This one's mine!
You're mine!
Going in!
Dragon Swarm!
Lunar Corruption!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Far enough! Take it! You're mine! On guard! On guard! I'm only getting started! Look sharp! Ready! I'm only getting started!
Resonate with the earth!
Stalagmite! This one's mine!
I'm not done! Eat
By the
this!
power of
Another incantation
you.
ruined.
This one's mine!
Can you take it?
Look sharp! One more!
Russia!
Tiger Blade!
Elusive deity! Eagle Ray! Front!
I'm ready!
Severing wind! Try harder! My turn! Take this!
Look sharp!
I'll take you! Elusive deity!
On guard!
Rotating pile driver!
Tiger
Tornado
Blade!
drive!
On guard! One more! Tiger Blade!
I'm ready!
Redwell, astral energy, full throttle!
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
If Almadria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it. Well, we've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almadria.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mies. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeidrea.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Nesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
Take this! Rotating through.
Wretched fool!
Make it try harder! My turn!
Searing flame!
I'm not done!
Radiant pierce! Look sharp! One more! Radiant
thank you.
flame!
Thank you!
Annihilation! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning! On guard! Look sharp!
Thank you!
Hear me! Tiger flame! Burning! Glacial speed! Pierce evil!
No escape!
Breeze let them mark! This one's mine!
Take this! Strike!
Take this!
Dragon form!
Take this!
Tiger blade! You're mine!
Right! It's over!
Flaming meteor! Mega ray! Where are you going? On guard!
Begin!
First
I
aid!
know you want rotating It's over!
Dare you!
Ignite! Tornado drive!
Gemini Aqua! On guard!
Dragon form! I'll smash you!
This one's far enough! On guard! This one's far! evil! Going in!
Radiation light. Take this! You're prepared to get on guard! It's on! Here I come! I owe you one. Resonate with the earth!
Lightning! Downfall!
You're
Out of
mine!
ammo!
It's over!
Back into the fray! Searing blade! Reload!
Take this!
Tempest
It's
whirl!
over!
Annihilation! Lightning! Downfall! Heavy bleeding burning! Glacial spear! Here's evil! This one! Freeze laser! Charger blade! Tempest whirl! Tunnel! Raging Tiger blade! Sleep now!
Here I come! Slash!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power!
Get ready!
Far enough!
Here, let me help!
Piercing
Raging!
Take this! Uninterrupted! Here I come! No escape!
On guard!
You're mine!
One more!
Here I come! Win! You're mine! Not today! Take this!
Going in! That came from! Lunar corruption!
You're mine! Sever me! This isn't looking good!
Here's a Helios! First aid! In here! More for the stockpile! Lightning!
Here I go!
Lightning orb! More
Sever and win!
blade!
It's over!
Healing circle! Going in! Raging hammer! Flame of fury! Burning! Glacial spear! Here's evil! All right. That does it! Back into the fray!
Take this!
Tempest
You're
whirl!
finished!
On guard!
You're mine!
I never miss! I'm out of ammo! Here, let me have it. Lightning raging cascade! In here! Piercing roar! More for the
It's on! You're mine! It's over! You're on!
Piercing
Alpha! It's over! Take this! You're
Piercing roar!
Thank you.
Your arm!
Lightning orb!
You're mine!
Look sharp!
Here goes!
Know your place! It's over!
Into the wind! Here's a hero!
Carve through armor! You picked the wrong fight!
Stay away!
Here! Go in!
Blade!
Down the sideline!
Here I come!
Glacial spear! Here's
over.
Tempest whirl! More with that freeze laser!
Here I come! You're finished!
Confiscated!
Piercing roar!
Stardust!
Lightning lunar corruption!
You're on!
Here,
You're
let me
mine!
help!
It's over!
First
Win!
aid! Tiger blade! Astral energy! Raging cascade!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
It's over!
Piercing roar!
Strike!
This one!
They're attacking separately!
I can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on it! And take out the monster first!
Lightning orb!
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that!
Yeah, take it away!
Try harder! My turn! No escape!
Tiger blade! Cascade!
It's on! I owe you one! Eat this!
Take this! I'll be saving you! Here goes!
Try harder!
More where that came from!
Look sharp!
You're mine!
Tiger blade!
I owe you one!
Dance in the wind! Here!
Here I come!
Time to shine!
Behold! wits about you, people!
Spirit Flame!
Take this!
Blazing meteor!
Raging Storm! Lunar Corruption!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity!
I'm only getting started!
Chaotic disaster!
Pathetic!
Stay away
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, they're mine!
Light up the dark! Alright, let me out! Light up the dark!
A new leaf on life!
This one's all mine!
Hey,
Here I come!
You can use that!
You're on!
it's what?
This should do it! Here I come! You're finished! Here I come! No escape! You may be strong!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa! Will this help?
Not today! Can't move!
Come on! Hear me! You flame of fury! Burning strike! Here's evil! Here goes!
Tiger
More
Blade!
for the stockpile! I'll bring you down!
Changing tack?
More
Roger that!
It's done yet!
Roger
Take this!
Air thrust!
Thrust!
Healing astral energy!
Severing wind!
Dance in the wind!
It's over!
That's it!
Tiger Blade!
Severing wind!
Raging
You're mine!
Cascade!
Here I go!
Dance in the wind! Sleep now.
Going in!
More
Tiger Blade!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm! You're mine! Severing wind! You're mine! Take this!
Blazing meteor! Appreciate the help! Blazing meteor!
Here's a healer!
Front!
First aid!
Severing wind! You're mine!
Into the shadows!
Try harder! Here I come! Try harder! Not a chance!
Here's the
I'm not done!
Raging cascade!
No escape! You're mine!
You will suffer!
Thunder field! Lightning attack!
My true!
This one's all mine!
Her master core!
Not while I'm around, she isn't! Reload!
Look sharp!
Lightning! Death in the wall!
Goodwill!
I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me!
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now!
You picked the wrong fight! Swallow Blade! Infernal Torrent!
More backfield!
Take this!
Light astral energy! Raging cascade!
I'm gone!
Try this!
That's it!
Dance in the
Infernal
wind!
Torrent!
This one's
You're
Air
mine!
thrust!
Wind!
Look out!
Lightning! Death! I never miss! Raging cascade!
You're mine!
Piercing roll!
Dragon Swarm!
Death! More for the
Time to shine!
Thunder field! I'm only getting here!
Take you! I'm not done!
Watch and I'll end you! Astral energy!
Say no more!
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in, and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Dahnan, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Dahnan or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again.
Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganath Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Xion!
Alvin!
Xion!
Alvin!
come and find me. If you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room. just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Leori. No! Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking. Leori. Shion. Damn it.
You're mine! You're finished! Take this! I'm not done! Dragon Swarm! You're finished! You're mine! Slash! This time! Swarm! Eat dirt! Try harder! My turn! Strike! Dragon Swarm! Slash! Here I come! Take this! Slash! Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade! Take this! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade! Take this! I'm not done! Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm! It's over! Swallow Blade! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! It's on! It's over! You picked the wrong fight! You're mine! There! I'm not done! Swallow Blade! Severing Wind! Mirage! You're mine! Slash! Wind! You're mine! Here I come! It's over! Here I come! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Great! Next, my turn! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm! Strike! You're mine! Here I come! Swallow Blade! Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm! It's over! Take this! Slash! Severing Wind! Mirage! You're mine! You're finished! Sword Rain Alpha! It's on! You picked the wrong fight! Mirage! Take this! Swallow Blade! Wind! Mirage! Swallow Blade! Take this! Dragon Swarm! Severing Wind! Ah!
Alvin?
Finwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Finwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
You sense one of your pals, Hootle?
Discourteous, aren't you?
Your dreams.
Take this! No escape! Win! You're mine! It's
Just
over
smash it
now!
out again.
Soaring nightmare!
Raging storm.
You're mine!
Light.
It's on! Ha! Eat dirt!
Here goes.
Can you take it?
Elusive
deity! Rotating
Here I
fire
come.
fiber!
Raging
Win.
cascade.
Take this!
Spray.
Mirage! I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact block! Not a chance!
Dance in the wind.
You're mine!
Thank you!
It's over! You're mine!
Rotating fire fiber!
Dragon Swarm!
Catapult!
Raging storm.
I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Speaking of Thistleum, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now, trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah,
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right. You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah. And now we can finally go rescue Xion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dano. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Dahnan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almeidria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Xion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Xion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Xion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Xion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Xion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Xion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Xion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Xion's rescue? What do the others think?
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Xion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting. To strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Xion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Xion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Xion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Xion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kinda my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Remember, if the paint's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Dougal policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
Take this!
Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
You're finished! Severing wind!
It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest! Here I come!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Swallow blade! Wind!
I'm just getting started.
Take this! You're finished!
One shot. One more.
Take this!
Tiger blade. Great sword.
where that came from?
You're mine! Sword Rain Alpha! Here I come! It's on!
Lightning orb!
You picked the wrong fight!
Igneous!
Take
Get
this!
on!
Dragon Form!
In here! Now!
I can do this all day.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Now! Take
Look
this!
sharp.
You're finished!
How about this? Eagle assault.
Take this! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not a chance!
Blah, blah, blah!
I'll finish you this
It's
over. Eagle assault.
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me, and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bones with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Vholran and liberate Dahna. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there. By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistlein was founded by Danan's fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon. Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Shionne?
Of course not. Shionne's our friend. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Shionne, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Okay.
Why?
Damn.
What?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest? You sense one of your pals, Hootle?
It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hootle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered can be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much? Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like.